Hey folks, Polytopia John Madden here with another matchup. I joined a league and entered a tournament, and for the most part, I got my ass handed to me. This is one of the games I won, or one of the matches I won. It is IMO against Omaji. I'm playing as IMO. It is a might matchup in Archipelago. So let's start playing. Let's start watching this, and let's just blast through the first couple of rounds here. Okay, let's pause this. So the first 5 rounds start out. I'm getting 8 stars per turn, and my opponent is getting 11 stars per turn. Right? They are at 4 cities, versus I am at 2. Right? So they're getting more stars than me. They have more cities. This also means that they are going to be spending more stars for technology, right? And they have fishing and sailing at this point. So they got actually sailing before I did, right? On my turn, I upgrade that second city, go to 9 stars per turn. Upgrade that third city. They get a port down, and they're exploring. Now, in most of my videos, I advise against this, but I've learned I have another match with this person, and he whumps me, right? And so I've learned that it sometimes might make sense in glory matches to go with an explorer, all right? So they get boats out. I get boats out as well. I had that from the previous turn. I upgrade my capital twice, get the super unit, upgrade that third city a second time, and discover navigation. So, I just want to talk about my strategy for this game. If you've seen my previous video where someone else in this tournament whumped me twice, you'll notice that they get onto the water and absolutely dominate the water as early as they can. And so that's actually going to be my strategy for this game, is getting onto the water quickly and dominating the water, which means I'm going to want to get customs houses and aquaticism. And so I may be behind the 8 ball here, where they are actually they have ships on the water already. And they have a better economy than I do. But let's see how that keeps playing out here. Back to my turn. I discover riding. Like I mentioned before, I am going to want to go with customs houses. So again, they're expanding very, very quickly. They have 5 ships on the water at this point, versus I only have 1. And I start connecting everything up with roads, and get a workshop on that newly captured city. He upgrades the city, gets another bunch of ships on the water. Upgrades the city. He has a really good turn. He's getting 22 stars per turn. Right? He's getting 22 stars per turn. I'm getting 21 at the start of turn 11. Right? So he does have the advantage here. Again, let's see how I play this out. I discover trade. So I'm now able to get customs houses, right? And he does not have roads yet. So he would need to upgrade twice, and that's going to take him at least 3 turns. And so let's see if I could turn around my economy by the use of customs houses. He keeps exploring, upgrades a couple more cities. Gets more boats on the water, starts moving them up. Back to my turn. I get down a couple of customs houses. He starts pushing all of his ships up. I capture another city over here, get a port here, and I'm gonna be honest. This right here, perfect combination, great layout with the 2 cities across here. That means both of these customs houses benefits both from these, and I've been able to use this this port to upgrade this city, upgrade this one over here, and then get the boat or the port and get a giant, a super unit. So he discovers navigation. Now, let me just pause. I'm at 41 stars per turn. He's at 24. So by just using a number of customs houses, I've been able to not only surpass his economy, but nearly double it at this point, right? This is going to give me a huge advantage. If he can't catch up quickly, I just may get a bunch of things on the water, upgrade them, do a ton of upgrades. The other thing I want to point out here is he has quite a few cities. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6, and he's going to get this one the next turn. This one down here, all right, the next turn. Versus I only have 5. Oh, I also have 6 cities with no additional ones next turn, right? So he's going to be spending more for upgrading technology than I will be right now, right? And I've nearly doubled his economy, and so I just may tech very, very quickly to boost the ships. Back to his turn. Goes to border growth. I don't know why. Gets organization. Captures that village. Back to my turn. I discover whaling. I'm going to quadricism. Back on his turn. Starts pushing up, enters that city. Good move, which is an attempt to cripple my economy. Gets the super unit. Captures this village over here. There we go. So now he's at 8 cities. He's at 8 cities and 30 stars per turn. Going to be 31. Back on my turn, I'm at 6 cities and I have 41 stars per turn. But that 41 is crippled because he's taken all of the stars that would have come in through this city right here. So I start pushing up with a bunch of battleships. All right, he's upgrading to more cities. Going to get the resources. Going to upgrade the second one. Probably going to get additional resources. Here it goes. So let me just pause and go back a bit. So he moved. This was a smart move. He had something here and he moved it back to here. He had that battleship. That's because I would have destroyed it here. With this one, I could have pushed in and destroyed it. So he moved it back in order to not lose roughly 20 stars to upgrade it from a normal boat to a full battleship. So it's back on my turn. I push up, and I start deleting all the ships I can see. Again, my goal here, like I mentioned, is to dominate the water. Because from the previous video, again, you can click and watch that video in the top right there. The previous video, I learned that if I get ships on the water and dominate the water, there's a good chance I'm going to win the game because the other guy just whumped me with that same strategy. So my goal here is to delete any ship I can that is on the water. I upgrade my capital, or the second city I got. He now discovers trade on this turn. Does an explorer. Back on my turn, I start deleting some of his ships. Capture that city. Go for the workshop. Capture this one over here. Again, go for the workshop. Upgrade it one more time. And then start building something. So I'm getting 50 something stars, 58 stars per turn, and he's at 40 stars per turn. And so I think what's going to happen the rest of the game is I'm just going to econ him to death. This is the other thing. I don't know if you caught this. Because I have aquaticism, he can't destroy one of my battleships in one hit anymore. Those what's it called, battleships? The warrior battleships with the 10 health. He can't destroy those. And so I'm going to use this to my advantage, because if one of my battleships requires 2 of theirs, and I could delete one of their battleships with one of mine, I'm just going to control the water from this point forward. Gets a bunch of ships on the water. I delete the ship there, delete the ship there, delete that ship there, and that one there. And then I start pushing up. And get a ton more ships on the water. And discover organization. He discovers strategy. It's probably a good move at this point. Strategy is cheaper than aquaticism. But I don't think it ended up working perfectly for him. I just want to point something out. I thought this was a good play. I've invaded this city. I don't expect to keep the city, right? Like, I know he could just delete it with this. The point of doing that is to hinder his economy, right? Again, I wanted to economy him to death here. At this point in the game, I think I have an advantage to do so. And so what I'm doing is preventing him from getting stars on a big city here. And I may double down on this later in the game and just try and capture cities that have lots of customs houses on it. Now, right now, I don't know if he has custom houses or not, but I know in order to turn the game around, he would need to up his economy, and this is a good way to do so. Okay, so at this point, I was able to see this here, so I now know he has customs houses. So any economic advantage I may have had at the earlier part of this game may be closed given where we are now. So what I'm going to try and do is invade cities as much as I can. Just even though they're going to be taken away the next turn, I want to invade them so that he doesn't get the stars from those cities. And there you go. So that's, at this point, like I mentioned, he's not getting any stars from these two cities, which have these two customs houses, right? And then down here, he's not getting any stars from here. Even though I don't think I'm going to be able to keep any of these cities, right? I do think that restricting his access to stars is where I'm going to win here, especially since I have a lot of these battleships on the field, right? These battleships are going to prevent him from buying either the technology or the battleships to start being competitive in this game anymore. So at this point, it's probably game over. Again, he played really well. He definitely whumped me in the next game. So let's just keep watching this. Okay, at this point in the game, I discover strategy. Hopefully take 3 hits for a battleship. Again, don't expect. If you actually look closely, if I wasn't, there you go. He's at 72 stars per turn. If I wasn't taking out these or invading these cities, there was a good chance he would have turned the game around. He's just, at this point, his economy is stronger than mine, right? But I think by just regularly putting, oh, there you go. By regularly invading these two here, right? I get his economy lower than mine, and then I just get more battleships on the field. Back to my turn. Again, entering that one city. Destroys ability to do any kind of water moves. And he resigned right there. Great game. I think the benefit here, the reason I won here is due to that early game decision to go aggressively with getting ships on the water and then doubling it up with these customs houses. All right. If you found this video helpful, give a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video.